Hey guys, what's going on? Thank you so much for watching this video. I've been playing around a lot today with textures, and I think it's been kind of fun because it gave me a chance to go outside in the nice weather. I went out back. I was just looking for a bunch of just kind of random textures that I could turn into a picture and turn into maybe like somewhat of a cool design, or for example, and I'll put a few of these pictures up at the end of this video, but I went up to my neighbor's shed and there was some moss growing on the shingles, and so I went up and I kind of angled my camera going up with the roof and how it slants up, and I actually got a really cool looking full frame photo. It was really cool. It gave me something to do. I mean, you kind of have to play around with the focus. It's a really good opportunity for you to go in and play with different camera settings and see exactly, what lighting you can get, and it's just something cool to, keep you occupied, get you out there, give you an opportunity to open up the camera bag, put on a lens, and give yourself a little project. I'm looking at the photos right now, and I like how a few of them came out. I always say that if I get one good photo that I really like from, a shoot or from a location that I go to, I'm happy. There's plenty of times where I go to places and I spend all this time photographing and I'm there for hours and I hate it. I hate every picture I take. I always keep them, and another thing that I've learned is I never delete a photo from my camera. I always put them on the computer first, because then they're there right in front of you and they're on a bigger screen, and you can maybe pull out a few more details that you didn't see on the camera, and maybe it looks a lot cooler now that it's magnified and bigger right in front of your face. So I never delete photos from my camera, but there's plenty of times where I go places and I invest all this time into a shoot or a location. I come back, I upload the photos onto the computer, and I do not like a single one. It happens, and it's okay, because I keep those photos, and I'm glad I do, because with being stuck inside and not really being able to go to locations, I'm going back into those folders now, looking at those photos, maybe re-editing some of them. I mentioned in an earlier video, I've actually saved a pretty decent amount of photos by going back and giving it another shot. Maybe I look at it a little differently now for some reason. Maybe I didn't like it before and I do now. Maybe I see something that I didn't before. I think it's always important to keep your photos. If you have room for your photos on your computer or your iPad or anywhere, keep them. Because it's especially in a time like right now, it's really nice to be able to go back and look at those photos and maybe give some of them a second chance. So that's one thing I've been playing around with, is going out and doing textures. I've done a couple of indoor little photo shoots, and it is keeping me occupied. Today I actually broke out the lens ball today, which was fun. I usually don't use this because I don't put it in my camera bag. It's too bulky and too heavy to carry around. I don't ever use this unless I have to actually plan on using it. Like, okay, I'm going to this place, and one of the photos I want to get, I'm going to use the lens ball, I'm going to do this. So I don't actually bring this with me, but since I'm home anyway and I was just in my backyard, I figured, okay, you know what? I'm going to bring out the lens ball. And I didn't get anything cool with it. But, for me, it's just something cool to have. I've gotten a few good photos with the lens ball. That's it. I've had it for a couple of years, and I've gotten a few good photos with it. Like I said, it's bulky and it's heavy. You don't really want to put it, or I don't really want to put it in my camera bag because, like I said, it's heavy. I don't want it to maybe roll around in the bag and hit one of my lenses or hit my camera or one of my filters. I just would rather keep it at home, and if I'm planning on using it cool, I'll bring it. But I broke it out today, and it was something to do. It was something new to focus on and concentrate on, and it was really fun. I'm going to keep looking at these photos. I just wanted to make a video and, maybe throw some new ideas out there for people. Even if you're playing in the grass, or you're, sitting on your couch and you see a cool shadow coming through the window, hitting the wall a certain way, try to take a photo of it. Try to, obscure that shadow and make it shaped a little differently. There's apps out there. There's one app I've been using to kind of play around with my photos, and I actually really like it. It's fun. It's called PhotoFox. So it's called PhotoFox, and I put a photo on my Instagram yesterday, and it was one of my New York City skyline photos, and I basically made it into it was just, you get to play around with the photo, and it lets you do a lot of cool things with it. It definitely has been keeping me occupied. So, just try different things like that. Download new editing apps, or even fun photo apps. Try textures, try different backgrounds. If you have a lens ball, if you have maybe different lenses that you typically don't use, maybe you're not a fan of a certain lens you have, use it. Use it, a certain lens filter or anything like that. Just keep yourself busy. I'm going to get back to editing up these photos. I'll put a couple of them at the end of this video that I took today. Definitely put that texture shot I was talking about on my neighbor's shed so that you can see what I was talking about. And that's pretty much it. Alright guys, thank you so much.